people? It's your guy Travelmatic, and we are back with another epic live stream, Matic Mondays. And if this is your first time joining, definitely like and subscribe. Share this content. This is about digital nomad work, remote work, transferring your skills, upskilling, travel, and we package all of that up and have a little fun with it. So definitely thank you for joining us. If you're returning, what's good? We are back in the building. We have Father's Day that was last week, yesterday, which I hope everyone had a wonderful Father's Day. Give it up for the people, the fathers. Oh man.
Happy Father's Day, friend.
Yes. Thank you.
Did you have a good Father's Day?
Yes. My daughter had to work, so we did a little something afterwards, a little Vietnamese pho and ice cream. Two of our favorite things. We have the same palate, I like to say. So
yeah, because you cook all the food. So of course you have
I mean some stuff she don't like that I cook or that I like, but a good 75% of the food that I cook, we both enjoy. So yeah, that's my road dog. That's my foodie partner. So yeah, we had a good one. How about yourself? What's going on? Welcome, Sports and Heels. What's good? Oh yes, we're glad to have Sports and Heels here. We're gonna have another guest hopefully soon. Yeah, because she kind of inspired that. But what's good, Tiff? What's good in track and field? Prime time.
I know it's U.S. Olympic Trial Week. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. The best in the world, well, the U.S. will be competing for a spot on the Olympic team starting in about 4 days. And yeah, I'm just excited. Summer is track season. Track season is all year long for me, but I'm really excited about the summer season. I have a few more meets that I'm working this summer. So, and it's hot. It's like 90 something degrees today. It's supposed to be 90 something tomorrow, 90s all week. So it's going to be a challenging weather-wise for us who will be officiating and those who will be competing this week. But good luck to all the athletes who will be competing in the Olympic trials. I'll be rooting for all y'all. I'm rooting for everybody black. So I want everybody to make the team. But yeah, it's going to be an exciting time of track and field. Oh, Adrian gone. I get to show to myself. What?
Oh no, I want everybody to see your track and I wanted people to see your track and field shirt.
Oh yeah. I always represent USA track and field. That's something I always do.
And I was trying to play with some features too.
I see.
I was trying to see how to put people on the big screen. Yeah. So let's go to the chat here. We got Mocha in the building as always.
Hey, Mocha.
Mocha be ready, boy.
I know she's loyal, faithful, on time, early.
Yes. We appreciate that, man. We wish we had more loyal followers and chat participants like Mocha Bella. I think Mocha deserves a round of applause too.
Yeah, let's give Mocha.
Let's put a round of applause for all of that he is doing. Yes. And we have my guy here, my brother from another mother, Mr. Voltronic. Good 20 plus years in the game, me and him, man. That's my brother right there. Yep. He is in the building. Yes. Thank you, Mocha. Good evening, everyone. We got Mr. Yep. So yeah, I don't know where my guest is, but the show, what we wanted to talk about, because I need to find her. I need to get to her TikTok too, because
she's a previous guest. We've had her on before.
Yes, yes. She's out of Guatemala. Um, yeah, she's out of Guatemala and Guatemala. I said Guatemala. Guatemala. And she bought some property there. And so I wanted to kind of hone in on that and the conversation around that. That's something we haven't really spoke about. We kind of like nomads and you're hopping around and you're going from place to place, which I think, I mean, I kind of like it a little bit, a lot actually. I'm surprised. I told my daughter that today. I mean, yesterday that I I actually stayed in Atlanta this long because I kind of made an oath to myself. I thought like I wasn't going to leave Atlanta until she graduated,
Mm-hmm.
and so being here since '97, I've thought about 5 or 10 times breaking that promise, but um, I stuck it through. So give it up for myself for sticking it through. Oh yes. Oh yes, 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 yes.
Don't get pat
No,
yourself.
no. Thank you, thank you. Yes, man. Being a parent, you got to be a little selfless. You
Yeah,
know.
do the right thing.
Yes, it's a sacrifice. So your boy free to roam. He's free to roam right now. So I ain't sticking my flag down anywhere right now and claiming nothing. It could be for like an investment property. I did think of that, an
Yeah.
investment property.
And I think
Yeah,
that's what she has, right? She has an investment property, or did she buy to live in full time? Because the last time we spoke, we're talking about Kyoka, right? Am I
yeah.
saying
It's Kiona.
Kiona? The
Kiana,
last
Kiana.
the last time we talked to Kiona, she was had an Airbnb business in Guatemala.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I'm not sure if that's continued or if she bought to live in. I'll be interested when she does join us, kind of get some clarity on what has changed since the last time she was on our show. Um, I know that I believe, if I recall, she was able to purchase because through her husband. But I don't know if that circumstance again has changed since then. So I'd be interested to see, her update.
Yeah,
'Cause
it was.
it's been a while since we talked to her.
Yeah, it was because when I've been on TikTok for a moment, and so I'm trying to put my charger in. Well, I've been on TikTok for a moment, and one of her stories popped up, and it was about her. She's like, I just got my. She was waving the key. I'm gonna pull it in just a minute. I'm just trying to get my phone charged up here. Um, she was like, I got my second apartment. I'm like, what? Second? Like, this girl's doing some stuff right here.
Yeah.
And that kind of sparked the ideal. Um, and shout out to my guy, Flyboy Way. Um, he has a YouTube channel. Purchase in he's looking to purchase in Colombia, and a few other people are kind of looking to purchase. You know, in this black travel space. The black travel space has kind of boomed in the last 5 years.
Yeah.
So,
Agree.
um, so people kind of tired of, or people found places that they love,
Yeah.
and or found some deals, and they're starting to invest. So, so yeah, that's why I was like, oh, it'd be kind of cool to talk about. Um, 'Cause I never know. I may want to invest, and a lot of times too, investing allows you to get citizenship. It's a way of getting, starting the path,
To
either
dual citizenship. Yeah.
visas or citizenship.
Yep.
Um, so there's a lot of benefits that come behind that. Um, so yeah, give me one moment again. Um,
And you do have to be mindful of the country you're purchasing in. I mean, there's just like purchasing in the U.S. There's going to be all kinds of rules and standards. So um, you do need to be mindful what the rules are for purchasing and what the benefits of purchasing in that particular country might be. This is going to be different everywhere.
Mm-hmm. It is. And so that's why I wanted to have her on to talk about things that she went through. Um, I'm gonna see if I can pull her channel name. She changed the name of her channel too. Hold up. Give me one moment if y'all hear that crazy noise. What the hell is that? Um, what was her channel name? It's
Do you know an enslaved black man brought
Let me just wait here for a moment.
all right. Her channel name is My Ancestors Dream 333. I don't know what that meant, but my ancestors. What's the name of your channel? That ain't even name. Oh, this is,
Go to YouTube. I mean, and TikTok. It should be a link to her YouTube when you go to her profile.
yeah, I'm on my. I don't access TikTok from my computer, so I have to search her name because I'm not logged in.
Okay, I'll find it and I'll put it in chat.
I think I got it here.
Well, I know she has her
I got it.
Airbnb here still because it's still available to book.
Right. Did you actually see the post with that she did with her apartment? Like showing.
In on TikTok.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. You saw her with the jingling the keys and she dancing in there. I don't know how long that video was, but
Yes.
Um.
Yes.
Let me see. What in the world?
The sound. Are you? That's her TikTok, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but she has like so many videos. You know, she do like 5 a day or something like that. But yeah, this is her TikTok here. What is this?
Listen, I don't care who you are, how old you are, what you've done. You could have marched with Martin Luther King. Who the fuck is you yelling at? Listen, I don't care how old you are, what you've done. You could have marched with Martin Luther King. Who the fuck is you yelling at? Listen, I don't care who you are.
That's a loop.
Yeah.
I know whose voice that is too. That's what makes it even funnier.
You know whose voice that is?
Mm-hmm.
From TikTok.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Y'all on y'all TikTok.
I saw his original video, so that's why her doing that voiceover is funny.
Yeah, she's been traveling too. Well, that's why I'm. Yeah, definitely giving her a look. When I reached out to her last week, she was in Chile on a layover going to Rio, and I was waiting for her to kind of come on to kind of give a little bit more context to it because she's thinking about leaving Guatemala, though, even though she got a
You
second.
go to Brazil?
I believe so. She's
Ooh,
going to visit, but she's been in Colombia that I can see from her page,
mm-hmm.
and she this is the one right here, and she's been in Colombia. I don't know if she had a layover. She was actually in Chile. I think she was just stopping over in Chile on her way to Brazil.
Do you know what part of Brazil she's going to? I
So,
need to get her link. I never even thought about going to Guatemala until she came on the show.
um, oh no, Guatemala is that. I like I had so many questions for her because would I pick Guatemala over Brazil? Those are like they are. If I had a top five places to relocate, they would be in my top five. Um, with Guatemala, the culture is just so nice and um, it's just serene. It's very therapeutic. People are really nice. Food is nice.
What about black people?
Yes, they have a black region. The Bluefields is um, is it Bluefields. Bluefields. No, that's Nicaragua. Um, what is the black region, people? Um,
I'm not sure. I didn't know they had black people. I don't know if I would pick Brazil over Guatemala, but would you rent or would you buy? If you had the option.
hold up, this is really Guatemala has a rich black history.
I know they have black history, but do they have black people? I can distinctly remember her saying there wasn't a lot.
I saw a few black Guatemalans when I was there. Um, um, which is so funny. I'm gonna put something up here too. Um, yeah. So I'm sorry. What was your question again? While I look this up again, what was your question to me?
Would you buy or would you rent?
In general, no. I like I said, I'm in the position where um, I would only want to rent. Um, yes, we're gonna learn some history today from my one. Um, there is a the there's a Garifina people are in Guatemala, Nicaragua, Honduras. The Garifina people are all along that Gulf Coast. Um, because Bluefields is in Nicaragua, Limon is in Costa Rica. I forgot what Guatemala.
Somebody was just in Limon.
Livingston.
Your friend was in Limon, Costa Rica.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Livingston, that's it.
Okay.
Livingston. If you want to experience Black Guatemalans, you go to the Livingston, Guatemala region. Um, yeah. They will. This is so whack. I don't know what the word is wrong with my computer, my internet. But yeah. So I would rent currently for like what I'm in dealing with right now. There's no place that I would just love. Um, even if I was to even if I was to like rent to, I mean, purchase to invest in rent, it's so many people, it's so many different things, and because also what I wanted to talk about too, which her and I briefly talked about, was like in like Medellin right now. There's a big uproar now with Gringo goes home. Gringo go home. Gringo go home.
A movement.
Yes, big. It's damn it. Yeah, it's a movement uprising. They really are tired of motherfuckers. And we tired of here. We like, we tired of y'all. We tired. And
I understand in Medellin. I understand. Everybody's over glamorized it and oversaturated it, so that it's no longer it's no longer the reason why people go there.
mm-hmm.
It's too many.
I mean, no, people still going there.
No, I mean it's not the Medellin that everybody who talked about going, the reason why they wanted to go there. Now it's become oversaturated with people, expats,
Yeah.
foreigners.
Passport bros. All them people down there. But
Are they still going to Medellin?
niggas love Medellin. They stuck there. There's a group of guys that just love Medellin. I don't get it. I don't get it. It's a nice place, but it's just. I mean, I could go elsewhere.
They
And
like the scene though. It's the scene that's in Medellin.
yeah, there is a scene. There is a
There's a
scene.
scene. It's a scene. It's kind of like Miami. There's a scene. People like going to Miami all the time because there's a scene. There's
Yes.
other places you can go in Florida, but it's not the same, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not the scene. So
Right.
you go for the scene. When they get tired of the scene, they'll go somewhere else. But they're not tired of the scene. And some of them, I'm not attacking nobody in specific. I'm just saying some of them don't have never had the scene. So they're gonna hold on to the scene as long as they can. For those of us who had a different lifestyle, we used to the scene, so we good with the scene. That's the nicest way I could put it.
Yes.
I thought they had gave it up though because of all the stuff that came with that just in the past 12 months. I thought they had moved on to somewhere else. But to each their own.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I would look at certain things. You have to think about certain things that that are in what's going on political wise, like what
Yeah.
is going on politically, or what's the energy in the place. I would not really want to invest in a place where people are not happy for you to be there.
Absolutely.
So yeah, so there's stuff like that I you have to take in consideration. Um, and people like in DR, there's a few people I follow in DR. Um, A lot of people are getting scammed. You know,
Mhm.
A lot of people are getting scammed. So I'm talking about for not even like the lawyers are actually scamming them, not like the person selling the house or whatever. Like the people who hey, lawyer, realtor are scamming the people.
Yeah, I wonder about that. I wonder, like, if you're renting. I know that my cousin travels a lot and she lives in different countries and she's back in Mexico now. And I know that she works with a local realtor to find all the properties that she rents for whatever time period. But I wonder, how do you go about finding a realtor in your prospective area? You know what I mean? Like, and then in the United States we have Sipsy Klein, so you can find a house. You go on Sipsy Klein or Zillow, and find a house. But how does that work when you're abroad? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's so funny. I've never purchased, but I'm looking at all this content. Um, Another cool little channel, a lady by the name of Norberis out of Santo Domingo. She just did um, a video on that. Things you should keep in consideration before investing. Um, and she spoke about that. A lot of them speak. A lot of guys have been ripped off for their money in DR. Um, and she spoke about certain things about like a person who's already let's say I've already purchased and I've had a good transaction with said person, realtor, lawyer. You yourself want to come down. I'm gonna pretty much give you the same two people. Because I had a good experience and just not really going off somebody you don't know. I mean, it's actually the same thing you would do here. A lot of stuff is not different from where you're at currently. You don't want to mess with people here in Cincinnati or Atlanta, where they'll get you here too. People love money all around the world. So you have to move accordingly there. Um, so yeah, so that's things that you have to look into. I know I had a comment here. Yeah, I got it here. My guy here is appreciate, man. We working over here. Mocha Bella, we have. Thank you, Mocha. Thank you. Yes, she's over step one. Now we go to the big game, college. She'll be going off to college in August. So, yeah. All right. Matipi, welcome back. A Black American expat community is in Merida, Mexico. Just an FYI. Yes. That's funny you mentioned that. Who is in Merida? What's her name is in Merida? Merida, Mexico. Bad Luck Kitty.
Oh, she's in Merida?
Yes. Yes, she spoke about that. The Black American expat. I've been hearing some interesting things about that. I've been hearing a little ups and downs.
Me
Some
too.
people have moved, have some people have decided not to participate in the Black expat community. A little drama I've been hearing about.
What's the drama? What's the tea?
I mean, I don't know per se what it was, or just because this girl named Aja Arrow, she has a YouTube channel too, AJA Arrow. She kind of spoke about that too.
Hmm.
But I'm a little opposed slightly to black. I mean, expat communities. Period. Not to say black or white, or whatever. Um, because I feel like sometimes I left American. If I leave America, I'm leaving. I don't want to be around y'all motherfuckers really.
Oh my God.
I left because there's a lot of things that I'm trying to leave behind. You know, and I'm a culture guy too. I like to dig into the culture. I like to mingle with the people. I don't want to be around y'all all the time. I think expat communities are good for given their experiences. They may know certain connections and stuff like that. But I mean, I don't know. That's just as I said, I oppose it a little bit.
I, I when I because I have aspirations to live abroad as well, and when I think about my experience, what I would like if I was to, cater it to what I would like. I would like to be a part of an expat community. I would rent. I wouldn't buy. Um, I wouldn't buy because I don't believe owning property in another country that I don't plan to live in. It's a big world out there. So I mean, I didn't. I don't plan on living there permanently. So I wouldn't buy property. I want the flexibility to be able to leave when I want. Go somewhere, try somewhere new. I just like the idea of exploring the world. But the idea of an expat community would be really for me because community is important to me when it comes to resources. And that could be people, places, things, activities, um, safety, those kind of resources. You work well in an expat community. I don't necessarily think I would use it for social, if you know what I mean. You know what I mean? Like it wouldn't be my sole source because I've seen that where
Mhm.
that community is their sole source of social connection with people. You know what I mean? I would use
Yeah.
it for purpose. Now, would I engage socially? Yes. Um, I would probably, once a month or twice a month get together with those who are in that community on a social basis. But my everyday wouldn't be social with expats unless I had an expat who became my best friend. That just kind of happens. You meet somebody, you vibe, and it's just the way it is, right? Um,
Mhm.
but when I think about my experience, I want to get to know the people in my community that I'm living in. You know what I mean? And that be my community. That's who I socialize with, you know, on a regular basis. Am I making sense? You know what I mean?
Yes, yes. Because it's important for you to, you know, build rapport with your community. I think
Yeah, that's important to me. It's important, and that's the only way I'm gonna be able to absorb what's in the community. You know what I mean? It's not just
Mhm.
being there and just living there and just it's able for me to be able to absorb and also give in the way that I like to give. You know what I mean? Become an active member of that community, not just a participant who just coming to observe them, like a National Geographic documentary. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to be a part of the community. So
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
that would be the reason why I would want to live there and do that, not to be around a bunch of expats and party all the time. Like that's just not saying that's what they do, but that's just not. I can do that at home. I don't need to go another country to do that.
Right. 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 Um. Yeah, and I think you just live outside that bubble. You can become a bubble just being in those expat communities, and it's good that I think they have a balance pretty much. But I appreciate the tidbit that information. You just sorry I went in a tangent about that because I just I just always had kind of mixed feelings with the expat communities. Yeah, you said thanks for the update. Welcome. Says hello. All right. Tippett says, unless you plan on living in that country permanently to create a home, there is no reason to buy a home. Let's be realistic. It is a better investment than buying in USA. Rate of return better. All right, that's another good one there too. Because, like I said, I've thought about it. I've thought about it, but do you really get a better rate of return um, abroad versus here? Because if you look at how much well, it all depends on the cost. I think it all depends on the cost. What you buying it for? That's just like to my old car sales. I used to sell cars a long time ago. It's all about what you got in it. Now you can make more monthly, but if you bought that house here for $300,000, you got to ask for. You do a rental, 3-bedroom Airbnb each room. You could probably get, if you do it by room, you ask for $60 a night, $50 a night, or whatever. You could get a good bit of return on that. But like abroad, why I love traveling abroad is the accommodations. Like I could get nice places for with ocean view for $50. I'm not gonna get ocean view in Atlanta, or I wouldn't never get Atlanta, or Orlando, or not even Tampa, Miami. I'm not gonna get that for $50 a night. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm not gonna get 300,000. I'm gonna be paying 400,000. So I got a lot of cost in there.
But see, I have a problem with that because, so here's my problem with that. For me, not for anybody else, my problem with that is that when you're buying a property, like you said, it's about your motive. You're buying a property strictly for an investment purpose, then you literally don't care about the community. You don't care. All you care about is how much that investment is going to give you on return.
Mm-hmm. Right.
That's all you care about.
It's definitely about the thought behind it. Like what actually are you sorry, my daughter just actually texted me. Your purposes behind it. And that can be something too. Because it's all about location too. Cost, how much you got in it, and the location. Which the lady Nobaris in Santo Domingo was talking about, because certain areas are not so good to invest in. Let me take that. They're good to, like here. People invest in Southeast Atlanta, right? Let me not say Southeast because that's already developed. But there's certain pockets that are really crime infested. So some of these people come in, they invest in it. Would they live there? Some of them live there too, but they see the potential in it.
Yeah, it's all about making money. I mean, that's.
So
I wonder, if you were to look at an area in a country, I don't know what country. Let's take Medellin. Okay, if you was to take Medellin, do you believe that there's more Europeans or Americans who are buying investment properties in Medellin? And I don't mean corporations. Let's take corporations. I'm talking about private individuals who have fell in love with the area. Do you think it's more Europeans or you think it's more Americans?
Oh, definitely more European. Definitely. By a landslide. Definitely more Europeans. Because actually I look at
but they're not renting to other people in the community in that country. If you're talking about Guatemala or you're talking about Colombia, they're not renting to Colombians. They're renting to other Europeans and other Americans, and that's colonization.
Well, let's not say they're not renting, because they have it at the marketplace. Can they afford it is the question. That's the can local Colombians afford?
No, that's why they got the Get Out Gringo campaign going on, because they can't afford it. They're pricing them out of their own neighborhoods. That's colonization, and I have a problem with that. And I know we're talking about buying and selling, but I mean, it is what it is. Let's just be honest about what it is. You colonize an area, and then you're pricing it out, and that's why I don't feel like buying is a good option. I'm not buying a neighborhood and price the people who live there out of their own neighborhood.
Okay, so Tiffany is pro people.
I am pro people.
Yes. All depends what you want. There are benefits and drawbacks. When I go to the Philippines to visit, I do hang out with brothers. They meet once a month. We love to have friends, but not see every day. Yeah, I think I was mentioning that, like balance. I think that was my key word was balance. Not to say that I would never ever come to a what you call that? What is it? Language exchange. They do the language exchange. Not to say I wouldn't do a language exchange or a happy hour. I would definitely do it, because that's what I said. There is some value out of it with like learning the pitfalls that person has been there 2-3 years, or they may know that
resources. Go there for resources.
Yeah, they know how to get the visa done quickly, or they like, no, don't make sure you get this done before you leave states, and you know, that type of stuff. So it's some value in it. It's definitely
that's called networking.
Now let me go back to Mocha question. First question. What is your ideal country to rent? To Tiffany.
Panama, Costa Rica. If it was available, Cuba. It's not available, but Cuba. Somewhere in South America.
And I'm diving a little deeper into this. I guess to invest and rent out, right? So
she didn't say invest. She said rent.
Okay, just to rent. Okay, that's what I was trying to.
No, investment is not an option for me, so I wouldn't even do that. But those countries I named: Panama, Cuba, somewhere in South America, maybe Colombia.
Now, you know, I've always said this, like my ideal, when because she put that ideal in there. I'm going to Spain.
They don't like Negroes.
And you know what? It's funny you mentioned that.
They don't like Negroes. Too many people have come back and said they do not like Negroes, and I'm not going where they don't like Negroes.
I'm trying to tell you, there was mixed opinion, and I can't remember the travel site, but it was more Barcelona. It was like Barcelona, and I've never been to Barcelona, but I was in Madrid, and I had good experiences. I didn't have any bad experiences. But I say that to say, because like ideal means like I don't have to watch over my back. I don't have to be gringo price, because when you in places where they got pesos, you're gonna get gringo, because the dollar is more than a peso. Any peso you look at, the Costa Rican peso, I don't know if they have peso in Costa Rica, but Colombian, DR, they have reals in Brazil, but all of them are more than the dollar, except for the euro.
I take the consequences of that over being around people that like Negroes.
Would you really take the consequences of that? Like, let's just think about it,
over being somewhere where they don't like. I live in Ohio. I have had enough of the non-Negro liking people. I am ready to move to an area where they love Negroes. I'm ready to go.
But see, that's the thing, where it's not really the.
And I'm not gonna get the gringo price all the time. After a year or two, I'm not gonna get the
It's not the liking, because they still gonna rob you if a black Latino still gonna rob you if you black. They ain't gonna be like, oh no, you a black person, I ain't gonna rob you. So that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of people be getting robbed, and I really think about my safety in a lot of these places that I go, and I go to a lot of but my head always on a swivel though. You know what I'm saying? So you have to really like, catch me like in that situation or whatever. But
ideally, if Cuba was available, and there was fair trade between the U.S. and Cuba, I would go to Cuba. Just because
now,
I love
Cuba is no. Actually, there was like I enjoyed Aruba. I felt very safe in Aruba.
Panama, I felt very safe. I never had to worry about not being safe in Panama. If I did, it was because of Americans or Europeans, not because of the people of Panama.
Mm-hmm.
But I felt very safe. I walked the streets
and another thing too, I thought about because like with like Mexico, a lot of people going to Mexico. We talk about Meridia. You know how many people that got killed in Tulum that have not? It hasn't even hit the press. Like, there's a few people that got killed. Like, and it's not like I'm talking about safety. Like somebody tried to rob me. It was because they was caught in the crossfire of a gang. Cartel beef. On the beach. They were saying Salinas, because I was looking up something. Well, sidebar. I just came from Salinas, Ecuador, and when I looked up something and it brought up Salinas, then there's a Salinas that is a hostel, a big major hostel company called Salinas. They have one in Tulum. So that kind of made me go down that rabbit hole of Salinas, Tulum. And it was like, yeah, a person got shot on the beach. And it was like, well, nobody never heard of that. And it was like, man, I don't know what it is about. And it all boils down to like, they don't want to scare tourism away. So they don't report a lot of these killings. And I know one at a coffee shop. I did hear about that one. Crossfire, got caught up in the crossfire. Like the cartel stuff. And it's just like, you go on a vacation and you get shot by a straight bullet. Like, that's crazy. And that happens quite frequently in Tulum. I don't know why Tulum, but it does. But so yeah, it's just a lot. Like that's I wanna pay a fair price what everybody else paying. I don't want to get shot by straight bullets. I don't want to get shot by any bullet, really, but they're straight up if it's meant for me. But yeah, it's a lot, not to say that stuff don't happen in Europe, but
Europe is too much like the United States for me.
And I get it.
I'm gonna leave the United States, including I'm leaving the West. Does that make sense? Western values, Western ideologies, Western principles. Time to explore some other things.
Yeah. Oh, don't mind that. I think I read that the wrong way. Yeah. So.
Go to the next couple comments because.
Yeah, I'm all thrown off.
Dropping some questions.
Yeah. What was that? What did Kurt Ross say? I hate niggas, but I love black people, but I hate niggas.
Oh my God, you did not say the N-word. It's ninjas.
Ninjas, yeah, I meant to say ninjas. Yeah, I may get a yellow mark on this.
Yeah.
Yeah, you talking? I think they saw you. If you're not living there, it is an investment, upkeep, maintenance, Airbnb's competition, proper. Yep. Cleaning it after. Yeah. And people breaking your stuff, man. I know a couple of dudes that done broke shower windows and Um, this girl in Cartagena, big ordeal that happened where a girl of the night, a girl who sells mangoes, didn't get paid
Wait,
for her.
wait.
She got frustrated.
How's she a girl at night and sell mangoes?
Girl, you know what the mango is, not the actual fruit.
Oh,
Got mad and was at this table, right, kind of like I am in the middle of the table, and was like, "Give me my," and there was a glass table and the thing shattered. I was like, "Whoa, that's just to think of how to fix that, to call somebody. You know, a lot of times you're not there." I said, "Man, that's gonna be a crazy fee for somebody right there. Like, how much you just saying? How much the table worth? Give me $2,000 for it. Probably more than that. How much tables cost? Dinner tables cost. Glass dinner tables at that. It's probably like expensive. So yeah, it's a lot, and that's what I don't want to really deal with.
yeah.
You know, even if you have somebody on staff, and I believe in, like, you know, customer service. You know, because I like my Airbnb people that really, you know, they're responsive. If I got some issues, I can't find this place, man. You know, they're responsive. I love that with Airbnbs. I give you a perfect, if you just do that and the place is clean, you ain't got no problems out of me. But I hate when they just don't even respond back to you. Yeah, I'm for the most 90% of the time I've had a great time with Airbnbs. Matipia says as well, overseas is not like America. How do you leverage your equity in an overseas home? Who will finance you to leverage your equity to put it to use? Who will buy that home when you sell it? Yeah, a lot of times you got to pay cash. Now, there are some banks that will do financing for Americans, though.
Yeah.
Um,
You know who we can ask about this? This is a really great topic. Remember Rachel, the real estate bae?
yeah,
Real estate here, and as her mentor is the international real estate.
Yeah, I haven't seen her in a while.
I'll have to reach out to her.
I haven't seen her on my.
That's a great question for her. We'll circle back with that, with this topic. I'm sure we'll circle back. And we can have her on as well. As also someone who's already had this experience.
Yeah. I don't know why I should have thought about that earlier.
Yeah.
BS3, what's good? What's good? Just talking a little renting versus buying abroad.
Hey, BS3.
Yes. Good stuff.
More questions. Oh,
Don't forget Belize. People sleep on Belize in Central and South America.
I like Belize.
You've been to Belize, right?
I have. You know, I have. I don't know if I could live there.
Okay. I know a few Black people that have moved out there, though, on social media wise. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure I would do that.
Belize is slept on, though.
I think when it comes to vacations, Belize is definitely slept on. And I was going to Belize 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's changed a lot since then.
This is like thinking all of America is like Southside Chicago. Not every place is Tulum, Juarez. Go to Oaxaca, Mexico, extremely safe. Don't go to the dangerous places. Well, yeah, that, I mean, you would think Tulum is not a dangerous place, but I'm still considering. I mean, those overpopulated places, I would probably. I'm looking for those little hidden gems. Um, like Monterey is not really a hidden gem, but I like the mountainous parts of Mexico. I'm really still considering Mexico for maybe like a residency, and if I get it, I will definitely put it up. Um,
I'm trying to see where my cousin. She's in Mexico right now. I'm about to tell you where she is.
Because definitely check out my Brazil e-visa video if you're looking to get your e-visa. You don't need it now, but next year you may need it. So it's a good resource to help you out there.
I'm trying to see where she's in Mexico. I really want to go where she is in Mexico right now.
You know, sometimes I'll be wanting to bring Mocha up here because Mocha to be from Jamaica. she be acting like, God, Mocha, ain't nothing to be scared about. You ought to be praying for Miami down there.
For real.
Down there in Dade County. When them boys running around them triple gold D's with their grills like these. Shoot. You got to pray to go to the grocery store around there. That Dade County. That pork and bean projects. But we're gonna build some motivation in you, Mocha, to get back into traveling. Mocha, do you have your passport? Do you have your passport, Mocha?
She's in. My cousin is in. I can't pronounce this. I'm gonna type it in chat and let you try.
I probably you talking about the one that came up here a couple of weeks ago?
That we had on the show. Yep.
Yeah, I think I know the area where she was in.
That's where she's at.
I wanted to stay at. Yeah, Mazatlan, Sinaloa. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Great seafood in that area.
Yeah, that's where she's at.
I think if I'm thinking right.
That's on the West Coast, right? The Pacific Ocean.
Yes, it kind of sits in a bay almost too.
Yeah, that's what it kind of looks like.
Yeah.
And I haven't been to the western part of Mexico yet, so I'd really like to go.
Yeah.
I got some free flights. I might try to go see her in August.
Yeah, excellent seafood in that area. Okay, so Mocha, I just don't put myself in bad situation like that. Yeah, I just like he's saying here. Oh, hold up.
Ooh, these flights are treacherous.
I just don't put myself in bad situations. I've never had any issues. It's just as safe as America. Bad cities, good cities. Bad areas, good areas. Yeah. I guarantee you turn on the news tonight, at least 2 to 3 people done got shot, murdered, or something.
No doubt.
Well, so yeah. My guy JC Travel Partners, what's good, my brother? Glad you came in here tonight. Matippet says, I'm former military. You can use Navy Federal Credit Union. They will finance. Ooh, see, man, I'm trying to tell you, I'm trying to let y'all know some stuff in my life. I'm trying to get my daughter in this freaking military. This is what I've been doing the last couple of days.
Right now?
Well, ROTC. Enlist for ROTC for the Air Force. Because I'm telling you, if there's not a lot of things that I would go back and change in my life, from being divorced, from just all these craziness and moving here, moving there, but going to the military had this conversation with my mom yesterday. Going to the military, she was like, "You go to the military, you go to college." Of course, you think you like go to college, because back in the day, it was like military was like you gonna be on the front line. Right? Nigga like, I ain't dodging no bullets. I'm going to take my ass to college on the yard. And darn near every friend I got that went to the college is retired right now. Retired, money coming in, sitting on the ass at the house. Meanwhile, I still got student loans. I'm still working.
Yeah.
I'm shit, still doing all kind of stuff just to make ends meet. I could have just went to, but but I'm trying to relay that to my daughter now. I would love for her to go. She can. I mean, you never know what happens in life, but
Yeah, but you gotta go to war.
no, see, that's the thing. You don't have to go to war like that. And the Air Force is, and just from my research, and people that have been in the Air Force, that they like the last ones that they were saying. That's why it's a little harder to get in the Air Force. From what I heard, you got to be like really smart.
Yeah, shout out to one of my girlfriends, Akinra Adventures. Her son is in the Air Force. He joined a couple of months ago. So yeah,
I'm telling you,
it's very difficult to get in.
I'm telling you, you don't want these student loans. You don't want them.
Unless you're gonna get them forgiven by Biden.
Yeah, that and I've been and that's a hurdle. I've been trying to put this loan in you got to put it in a certain category and do the save plan and all that stuff. I was like, God dang, I just moved this loan from there to there. They're like, no, you got.
I got mine forgiven.
You got yours forgiven? Okay.
Hallelujah.
Okay, good. Yeah, that's man. Let's give a round of applause for that. Yeah. All right. Yes.
They're gonna wind up forgiving the rest of them too. Watch. Come November, that election, he about to lose. They're gonna forgive everybody's loans. You just wait.
I don't know, man. We ain't getting nothing out of me, but hey, but I'm not gonna say that they're some of the most less nuanced, aggravating parts of debt. They already know it's. I think the credit system understands that. It's just like, man, we can get past on that. Like we ain't gonna include that in your debt to income ratio. We will, but we're gonna we'll overlook that. Yeah. But yeah, it's just. I wish I would have known what I know now, and I would have did that. Because I'm telling you, any and everybody that I know, because my boy like JC Trump said, I wish I joined too. That check is awesome. Them people like the girl we had on here, Bougie Nomad. Bougie Nomad don't look like she got a care in the world, and she going all over the world with that check.
Yeah, I mean, I know some retired military people, and they get to do what they want to do. That's for sure.
Yeah, and also there's other things too that happens with it. The GI Bill, where your children can go to school for free. That's another benefit as well, that your children can go to school for free. Once you hit a certain level of years. So it's a lot of things that I as a 17-year-old kid, I didn't think about. I'm just trying to get to the yard, get out there with the girls. But
they didn't have track in the military, so that wasn't an option for me.
Understandable.
They have a track team.
The military
bullets. Somebody said, "Oh, you fast? You can run from bullets." I didn't want to do that.
you have to educate yourself.
I'm too scary for that. I like to shoot guns. I don't want to be shot at.
The military is a fair option these days. They get to travel the world and get a great experience. Yeah, I'm telling you, the stuff that I've seen from my friends that is phenomenal. Like they come out, even when they, do 3-4 years, they come out manager, director, VP. They just throw them a job because they do have real life experience.
Yeah.
College, you just have book experience. You don't have no tangible experience, and so it's that too. You get that great experience. I had recruiting duty in Middletown, Ohio, back in 91, 92, 93. There are advantages and disadvantages to being in the military. War depends on your job. Yeah. So you said you was in the Navy too, I think, the tidbit. So yeah. Good show. Sorry we couldn't get Kiana on. Hopefully another time we can get her on. Hope we gave you a little info on what we knew ourselves. But anything from you, Tiff?
No, y'all just make sure y'all watch the U.S. Olympic trials. Important to me. So if you love me, you'll watch. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be good. You're going to see a lot of great competition. So make sure y'all tune in. Please be safe this summer. It's hot. There's a lot going on. So make sure, when you're traveling out there, that you guys are being safe. Keep your head on a swivel. And, since we talked about the military, I just want to shout out some military folks. 334, Bama is retired military. He's one of the previous show listeners that we've had before. And I want to shout out Mr. Watts, retired military as well. So shout out to y'all. Take advantage of all the benefits and perks of being retired military.
Yes. And we appreciate your service, Mr. Lolo.
Yeah, Lolo.
There were a lot of change made to the military.
He was in the Army.
War. Peacetime now. Yeah, I've heard they said it's a cakewalk. Not a cakewalk, but they don't do half the stuff they used to do long time ago. A lot of changes. I guess has feminism approached the military?
That's a whole nother topic.
Maybe. Yeah, let me go for let's talk about feminism.
Don't do it. Don't open up that can of worms.
No. Yeah, because they still want to have that battle of the sexes show with travel too, I'm sure. But I try to keep that stuff out of it, man. That stuff.
When we gonna have that show, by the way, so we can get it out the way.
That show is crazy. I mean, that topic is just crazy.
334's birthday was yesterday. See, right on time.
Happy birthday, 334, Bama boy.
Make sure you tell him I shouted him out at the end of the show and wished him happy birthday, please.
Yes. All right, that's it for us. We got to get out of here. I got to go and pick my daughter up too. So yeah, let's call it a night. We appreciate everyone coming through, dropping through, hitting the like button, subscribing, sharing, all that good stuff, man. We just over here chopping it up. Hoping you learned something as well on the way. So with that, we'll talk with you later. Peace. Salute to all the veterans.
Bye.
BS3 Network, changing the way you watch TV.